So now that Putin has invaded the Ukraine and many Republicans are coming out openly supporting Putin in his invasion of the Ukraine, we have to ask ourselves why. And the answer to that why lies with the evangelical love affair with Vladimir Putin. We have to go back and look at how Putin has manufactured this false narrative of him being a great Christian leader. And unfortunately, too many in the West have bought into this false narrative. Starting in the 1990s, radical American evangelicals started embracing those in Russia who wanted to lean towards authoritarianism. You had members like Alan Carlson of the Howard Center who teamed up with Anatoly Antonov to form the World Congress of Families. They had an agenda that was anti-woman and anti-gay rights, and they would use this to exploit their political agendas. The World Congress of Families had links to Russian oligarchs and former KGB officials. The World Congress of Families also had close ties to Colorado Springs-based Focus on the Family. These senior Russian officials helped the U.S. evangelical community maintain close ties to the Kremlin and helped to push the Putin agenda along in the West. These senior U.S. evangelical leaders all supported the Putin agenda. Other senior leaders like Franklin Graham are incredibly wedded to a Putin agenda, where he believes Russia has the moral high ground, not America. And basically, he supports Russia because of their anti-LGBTQ laws. He even supported Putin's war in Syria. Even some Catholic groups got in on the game as they ate up simple social media bait put forth by Russian propaganda artists about gay marriage and abortion. Franklin Graham is still at it in his support for Putin. He was recently criticized for asking his followers to pray for Putin. So the day after Russia invaded the Ukraine, a Colorado-based group called FEC United, which is a radical evangelical group which focuses on politics and maintains their own armed militia, actually came out and supported Putin's war against the Ukraine. They actually used the term deep state to refer to Ukraine, and this group is known to be a conspiracy theory group. They actually work at the local level here in Colorado to undermine democracy at every level. And basically, they are fundamentally anti-American and anti-democracy in their agenda. The dark side of the radical evangelical support to Putin is based on their belief that Russia is better than America. They often claim to be anti-Marxist while at the same time they support a KGB man. And a lot of this is based on their hatred of the LGBTQ community. They openly supported Putin's war in Syria, and now they support Putin's war in Ukraine. Fundamentally, they are pro-authoritarian, and they are fundamentally anti-democratic. The bottom line is they support authoritarianism versus democracy.